Andy, I want to thank you for that generous introduction and also for all the work that has been done by the Silver Springs Alliance and the Marion County Silver Springs Association. This would not have happened had not local people stepped up and said, we want to do something to save the Silver River and Silver Springs, and we want to be an example of what needs to be happening across Florida. So I thank each one of you for bringing your local energy, your local concern to bear to save this beautiful system and make it the role model of saving other beautiful systems in our wonderful state. Friends, I want to ask a few questions. First question is, why are we here? Why are we here? I'll tell you why I'm here. I'm here because I have memories. When I was a small boy in the 1940s, my parents brought me to Silver Springs. I remember riding on the glass-bottom boats. I remember seeing the beautiful fish, the water, the sand under the water, and all the trees and fauna which make this such a special place. It made me proud to be a Floridian, to see Silver Springs. I have memories. Second, I want my grandchildren to have memories. Adele, where is Adele? Here. Adele? There she is, over there, the beautiful lady in green. Adele and I are lucky enough to have 4 daughters and now 11 grandchildren. I think one of the things that it means to be a grandparent, and as I look out, I think there are probably lots of other people here who share that special part of life, is to be able to have your grandchildren share some of the experiences that were important to you when you were a child. So I want my grandchildren to be able to come to Silver Springs and Silver River and talk to their grandchildren about the memories that they have of this beautiful place. Why are we here? We're here because we are the front line of the protectors of this special place. We are the stewards for the Silver River, for Silver Springs, and for the nature of Florida. We also are here because we are mad as hell and we want to do something about it. Now, what can we do about it? One, we can say no more harm. At the 2011 session of the legislature, a half century of laws that had protected our water in Florida were essentially repealed. The Florida Conservation Coalition, which I hope many of you will wish to participate with, was established with the major environmental organizations in Florida and hundreds of individual Floridians to first stop the bleeding. No more damage. You're going to face that in a very specific form shortly here at the Silver River. Will there be more damage inflicted on the Silver River? We say no. We also need to bring other people to this river who cannot just look at the river, but who can see the river. One of the people who joins us today is Clyde Butcher. Where's Clyde? Stand up, Clyde. If you haven't seen and been moved by Clyde's black and white photographs of Florida, you have missed an important part of being a Floridian. What Clyde has allowed us to do is not just to look at the beauty of Florida, but to see it, to take it in our souls. And that experience shouldn't be lonely. I would urge you to bring someone who can make a difference in what will happen in this beautiful area. That might be a county commissioner. That might be a civic leader. That might be a member of the state legislature, so that they can see this area. There is nothing that will make a greater difference in protecting the environment of Florida than to have people see Florida and understand its beauty. We also need to apply some common sense. I come from an agricultural family. My mother's family moved to Pasco County in 1885. It's been in agriculture since that time. My father's family moved in 1920. It's been in agriculture, and for the last 80 years in the cattle business. I know something about the cattle business. It's not theoretical. It's what I grew up in. I can't imagine having to have 19 million gallons of water a year to run a beef cattle operation. Next, we need to be prepared to act. Throughout the grounds today, there is a petition being circulated. It's a petition for Governor Rick Scott, and it asks him to establish a serious process to look at what's happening to our rivers and springs in north central Florida, to understand why it's happening, and then what can we do about it. If we're not willing to do that basic amount, if we've got a sick patient and we won't even try to do the basic diagnosis of why you're sick, what the hell does that say about how much we care about Florida's environment? And I know that the governor, as we all are, concerned about the state of the economy. The fact that too many of our friends and neighbors have been out of work for too long, and some have even begun to lose hope. Yes, we are concerned about the economy of Florida. But you know what, friends? In Florida, protecting our clean water is not at the expense of protecting a strong economy. In fact, they are exactly the same. They are allies. Why do people want to come to Florida, including coming to Florida to create jobs? It's not because of our beautiful strip malls. It's not because of our parking lots. It's because of this great environment and quality of life. And friends, if we screw this up, we have killed the goose that laid the golden egg of prosperity. So friends, if you're mad as hell and you don't want to take it anymore, let me conclude with 3 more questions. If we don't do it here at Silver Springs State Park, and with the great crew and staff that made this whole event possible because they opened the grounds for us today, if we don't do it here at Silver Springs, where do we do it? And if we don't do it now, when do we start? When do we begin the process of stopping the bleeding of the clean water and the precious qualities that make our state so special? And finally, if we don't do it, if we don't accept the personal responsibility to make it possible for our grandchildren to have the same memories that we share, who is going to do it for us? Thank you.